Hello everyone, this is Samantha from SPO Resources. Today I'm going to teach you how to use this tool to solve multiplication and division story problems. I know story problems can be so tricky, and that's why I've created this tool to help make them easier for you to solve and understand. First, I will show you how to navigate this resource so that you can easily use it. If you use the bar on the bottom, you can scroll to the right side and see the directions here. The first step says, use the tools below to identify keywords in the problem. That means as I read this story problem, I can use these tools to highlight and underline important words. My problem says, James and his dad are arranging tables for Thanksgiving dinner. They will have 40 guests and 8 guests can fit at each table. How many tables will they need to fit all of their guests? When I go back to the problem, I know that 40 guests is important, so I will drag a highlight tool over 40 guests. And I know it's also important to know that 8 guests can fit at each table. 8 guests at each table, and I'll want this little one for each because that means 8 at one table. Then my question is asking, how many tables will they need to fit all their guests? So I'll use my underline tool for how many tables will they need. Step 2 says, type in the known and unknown information. In my known information, I know there are 40 guests. I'll type 40 guests. And I know 8 guests can fit at each table, so I can put 8 guests per table. My unknown information is what I'm solving for, and that's based on my question. How many tables will they need to fit all their guests? So I will type total number of tables. Step 3 says, choose the operation that will solve the problem. Do I need to multiply or divide? When I think about the problem, if I were to multiply 40 times 8, I'm going to get a very big number. It wouldn't make sense to have more tables than there are guests. I already know the total amount of guests, but I don't know how many tables they can each fit at. I know this is a division problem. So I'll drag the division bar down here to show division. Step 4 says, use the modeling tools to model your thinking. These are our modeling tools: the person, the dot, the X, this square box, and all of my numbers are tools that I can drag onto the mat to show my thinking. 8 guests can fit at each table, so I'm going to use my person and make a group of 8 guests. I can just drag them over one by one like this. Or to make things faster, I now have 4 guests, so to make 8, I need to double it. So I can highlight this, group them all. I'm going to hold the Option key down, click and drag while still holding Option, let go of my mouse, and then let go of Option to create a group of 8. And I'm going to drag a box to show them at a table. I might drag an 8 under here because one table has 8 people. Instead of redoing that whole thing, I'm going to copy and paste again. So I highlight, hold down Option, drag, and I have another table. 8 plus 8 is 16. 2 tables will fit 16 guests. I want to add another table, so I'll highlight my table. I'll hold down Option, drag, release my mouse, then release the Option key. When I add 8 more, I am at 24 guests. So 3 tables fit 24 guests, but we have 40 guests, so we're gonna have to add another table. I'll highlight my table again, hold down Option, drag, release my mouse, release Option. When I add another 8 guests, I have 32 total guests at 4 tables, but I need 40 guests. Another table, by copying, hold down Option, drag, release my mouse, release Option. When I add 8 more, that is 40 guests. I've created 5 tables with 8 guests in each for a total of 40 guests. Answer is 5 tables per guest. When I go to number 5, it says drag over numbers to show equation, type answer in box. I can either type my equation right into this box, or I can delete the box. I can drag 40 divided by 8 equals 5. And then I'll type my answer in the box. They will need 5 tables. And that's how you use the tool to solve this problem. Now it's your turn to complete the rest of the slides using the tools in this resource. Remember, if you get stuck, you can always rewatch the video or look at the example slides. Thank you for watching. Click the links below to practice this strategy.